Joe Torre handed out the suspensions for the Blue Jays and Rangers fight. There was many people involved in it. Here's the list of how many games and who was suspended. Don't overanalyze it. Rivalries are part of what makes sports amazing, right? And that kind of intensity makes it a little bit better to watch. I can't tell you how many friends I've had that have said, man, I was interested in baseball for the first time in 5 years after Rougned Odor knocked out Jose Bautista.
25 years.
25 years. Couple things that I'm going to get to first. First, we're going to show Max Kellerman break down Jose Bautista's getting clocked. And that's going to go right into Bautista's remarks after the game and Odor's remarks after the game. Here they are, back to back to back.
And it was a good shot for a baseball brawl. That was a really good shot. First, what you see is Bautista. See, he approaches him, but he's straight up and down. He's squared up, hands down, man down, as Mark Jackson says. And his hands are down. So Odor pushes him back, creating space. Bautista now rushes in behind a lazy kind of range-finding jab. Odor gets bladed. See how his left leg is in front of his right head, giving him a smaller target to hit. Now he comes over the left jab with the right hand. Here's the thing. He has to avoid the helmet, right? So he comes down over the jab, but down right on the jaw. He had to keep his eyes on the target, his head up a little bit. Kind of a Floyd Mayweather right hand where he stays on balance, doesn't sell out on it. Should have finished with a left hook to bring himself back on balance instead of jumping straight back out. Probably would have scored at least the knockdown. The problem is he had a glove on his left hand.
You seemed frustrated that Bush wasn't ejected after the game.
I was frustrated that the warning was put on. I thought that was uncalled for. There was no need to do that. It's the umpire intervening with the developments of the game, and they don't have to do that. If they wanted to, set an example, and they felt like they threw on me on purpose, they should have ejected him. That should have been the move, but those are questions that they have to answer.
How surprised were you that Odor would throw a punch like that?
Pretty surprised. Obviously that's the only reason why he got me, and he got me pretty good, so I have to give him that, but takes a little bit of a bigger man, I guess, to knock me down.
In that situation? I mean, that's what I'm trying. I know he's gonna come hard because I know I can tell when somebody's coming hard to second base, so I just trying to protect myself.
Now that it's a day later, do you regret anything that happened?
What?
Do you regret anything that happened?
No.
Why not?
It's part of the game.
So, as Odor says, it's part of the game. Jose Bautista doesn't seem too shaken up after it. Feels like he needs a bigger man to punch him in the face. All right, so here's what you have. Back last October, Jose Bautista hits a monstrous home run to break a tie in the ALDS against the Texas Rangers. And he looks at the home run, and he admires the home run, and he throws his bat. One of the best baseball pictures you'll ever see. The Rangers are pissed off about that, so they wait fucking 6 months, okay,
stewing in their anger,
to Sunday on the third game of the series against their new rivals. Actually, don't mess with Texas. They've been rivals for a long time. Against one of their rivals in the league. And Matt Bush, who, keep in mind, just called up to the MLB after being a #1 overall pick and then serving 3 years in jail for DUI. And I believe hit and run. Pegs Bautista, and then Odor slides, Bautista slides dirty into Odor, and then Odor and Bautista get into a fight. Okay. First off, both these guys are assholes. I like both these guys. I think they're great for baseball. I think their personalities are big. I think they make headlines, and I think the controversy is something that's needed. They don't need to go out of their way to get into fights, but it's important to have some background, right? So this whole thing of, oh, it was a dirty slide, studs up by Jose Bautista. You're taught in baseball from the point of Little League. If there's a play at second base, you do whatever you can. You don't have to sell it, but you have to do whatever you can to break up that play. It is an unwritten rule that is stupid, because all the unwritten rules are stupid, but it's something that defensively actually has an impact on the game to help your team. Unlike this, you can't admire your home run bullshit. Okay. Odor is the king of the dirty slide. Let's watch him do it in minor leagues between, by the way, Rangers and Blue Jays minor league affiliates. And then we'll show you some pictures of him doing it against Giovatello from the Los Angeles Angels and Kansas City Royals from years past. So here's the minor league fight, Francis.
Please, God, let his ear go to the screen.
Francis, so you've seen Jose Bautista be this breaker of rules, the breaker of chains, the unburnt. Game of Thrones references. You don't get them because you don't watch Game of Thrones. You and Hassan. I'm too cool for Game of Thrones.
Nope.
But you've seen Jose Bautista, from what you know of baseball now, and you've seen Rougned Odor. Both are assholes.
Yeah.
But what do you think of the fight?
You need assholes in sports.
Yeah.
Like, that's always been the case. No matter, like, even people who aren't assholes, like LeBron James, he's an asshole. Probably not. Cristiano Ronaldo, he's an asshole. Well, he actually does a lot of nice things off the field.
Yeah.
But he has had past instances that make him that love-hate character, and you need them in sports. Baseball, I'm looking into it more so, not because I enjoy the sport, but I'm interested.
Because someone got knocked out.
Someone's going to get knocked out. No, but I'm interested in the whole conversation that's going on. I actually had the chance of meeting Bryce Harper when I was at CES. He seemed a really nice guy, and he seems like someone who really has a passion for the sport and wants others to share that passion. In baseball, I've talked about this. It's a very hard sport for me to grasp coming in without being grown up, without have grown up in that culture where you go to the games and you experience it. The more everyone who tries to sell me on the game is like, "Come on, dude, you'll get a great hot dog." That's obviously it doesn't sound to me like a sport that I'm ready to embrace for the sport, because I love to go and watch sports, yes, for the experience, but for the actual sport. I'll go to an NFL game and I'll watch the game, and I'll go to an NBA game and I'll watch it. But for baseball, what has stood out to me is the lack of role models to be able to enjoy what they do. So Bryce Harper wants people to enjoy what they do. Bautista, if you showed me that play many a times, he enjoyed his home run. It's not a problem. You work hard to be the best at a sport. It's just simply the same as not being able to celebrate a goal. And I hate when referees try to give yellow cards for people taking off their shirt. It's bullshit. It's a bullshit rule. You should be able to celebrate. I hate the fact that in college you still can't celebrate a dunk.
If you hang on the rim.
If you hang on, what the fuck is that? Is a rim going to come down? Who cares? Enjoy what you're doing, because kids will look at it. They'll want to dab. And if it makes them want to go out and play the sport just so that they can score it and do the dab, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? It's the same thing with baseball as well. It's like these unwritten rules. It's fine when it comes on, it evolves and erupts into this massive brawl, which is all well and like no matter how much you love the sport, this is enjoyable to watch. It's something fun. I don't want to take sides as to who's right and who's wrong. It seems like both of them have got definitely their own shades of grey in this situation. They both have got things to do. But it made me intrigued.
So that's like the biggest thing is like there's people who are like, oh, Team Bautista, oh, Team Odor, oh, fuck the Rangers, fuck the Blue Jays. Look, both these guys are in the wrong, but it made for such compelling TV.
It's driven by their passion for what they want to do.
Right.
Right.
But what do you want? What do people want Bautista to say to the media? Yeah, he got me so good. Like, I'm never gonna mess with Odor ever again, man. No, it's a perfect response. I need someone a little bit bigger to hit me like that. That's perfect. By the way, it did, and again, Odor's slide, again, historically, is just dirty. It gave a great Twitter reaction, which we'll end with right now. Headlocks him, beats the crap out of Robin Ventura. Two great players. Once watched Robin Ventura hit 2 grand slams in a doubleheader. And then, of course, Odor knocking out Bautista. We move forward.
Nah.
Oh, that's a good one. We move forward. The Muhammad Ali one. So they changed his Wikipedia page, and on the bottom, he is now Jose Bautista's daddy. Gets better because I think they changed also the top of his Wikipedia page, or at least his baseball reference page in the next tweet. He bats left, throws mean right hook.
It was a mean right hook, by the way. It was.
And I think we have 2 more. Crying Jordan. I'm not going to never put a Crying Jordan in there.
You obviously need it. You need a Crying Jordan, but you don't want to put it up too much in case.
By the way. Especially because he played baseball.
You don't want to put it up too much in case Ja Rule is going to come at you again and be like, oh, he's going to have the last laugh. He's taking $1 every meme. All right, Ja.
I don't think you get out of it.
Just go back to being host and singing songs.
And, of course, now that both teams hate each other. Zero respect for Odor. Never had respect for him. Never will. It's Marcus Stroman. Yeah, so everyone had the way on this one. It was great. I thought, again, everyone turned towards baseball for 5 minutes, and it was, what makes me so happy is that it got some attention. Yeah. This doesn't mean other teams go out and beat the crap out of each other for no reason. It just means that when rivalries are heated and ignited like the Red Sox and Yankees used to be, they are both soft nowadays, and that's true. And the Rangers and the Blue Jays and the Dodgers and the Giants, who not as soft. There's still some heat there. When those build up and you get a compelling storyline, when you play a 3-game series, you better bet that there's going to be some intensity, that every pitch could actually mean something a little more. And that's what I like about baseball. Make baseball fun again. Comment below at @Friends_Maxwell, @JacerU91. All the social media is in the description box. We'll see you over there.